So
I hear you want to talk numbers.
I love numbers. Hey, Todd Barton here from the Barton Real Estate Group.
Wally Hawkins.
We wanted to jump on today and talk about maybe we'll call it a market update. The numbers for September, September have come out from the LVR, which is our local association where they track all of our numbers. And so there's some interesting information in those numbers, by the way.
Example, 3 months of the same number is a trend, right?
Well, that's what the news media uses. Yeah, that's typically what when they see the same thing happen 3 months in a row or 3 times in a row, they'll call it a trend. Yeah.
Essentially, we're in a trend then, right?
Yeah, we're really close to a trend. So the housing market, as it has in all over the country, not only but in Las Vegas, but everywhere, is what we call trending down a little bit, right? Like we had a really good year. Things really ramped up during the March, April, May. We started to see it kind of flatten out in July, which is normal, and then kind of jump back. It's kind of trending down as we get into school, and we're starting.
That's normal too,
We're starting to flatten out. Yeah, so once kids go to school, it's pretty normal for things to kind of flatten out and be that way until December-ish. We see a little bump, and then we don't see another bump until March. So yeah, it started to trend down. So the numbers have come out. I think what's interesting though is that everyone thinks that during a downturn market or a market that trends down is that there's going to be no sales.
Or there's going to be a crash. Everybody
no one's going to buy a house, right? I mean, the market's crashing. The interest rates are up. I mean, we could go down the interest rate rabbit hole if you want to, but the bottom line is everyone just says, "Oh, the market's crashing. I want to stay away." Well, we had just as many closings last month as we had the month before that, within about 30 or 40 homes, and so that's an indication that the market is still selling. People are still buying. People are still moving forward with trying to attain the American dream, as some would call it, right?
There's many reasons. I mean, people still have to buy and sell. Even doesn't matter what the market's doing. You may get a work transfer, whatever the case may be.
Yeah. So I think it's good to note that based on the numbers, we're right there. We're still selling as many homes each month. There were a couple of months this year where that number spiked up a little bit, but as a whole, we're running right along the 2,500-ish homes a month get sold.
So the median price is what now? $450?
Yeah. So the median price stayed the same at $450. So it was $450 in September, in August, $450 in September, and in July it was actually $465. So we've seen it kind of start dropping at that point. We were at $483 was the high for the year. So it's been trending down, but the good news is, I think all homeowners should know, I think all buyers should know, is that we're starting to see that flattening out, that trend that we see every year. Will the market dip down a little bit more? Nobody knows. I mean, the crystal balls are still broken out there, but I really believe that we're really kind of seeing the flattening out now, and it's it's time to stop being afraid of the market.
Well, it's actually a good time to buy, believe it or not, because in this market, this is the first time in probably a couple of years we're able to negotiate with sellers.
Well, yeah, negotiate with sellers. That's a good thing, right? I mean, you don't have to pay over list price for a house.
Right. They're not doing that anymore.
Absolutely.
X amount above appraised value. We don't hear that anymore.
Yeah. So it's a good market for buyers because there's more inventory. There's more to choose from. By the way, inventory did go up a bit. We're at about 4 months worth of inventory now, which, by the way, 5 or 6 months is pretty healthy. So we're still not so far overinflated on inventory that it should cause any kind of huge problems. So yeah, you don't have to pay over list price anymore. So you can negotiate price. You can negotiate repairs. There's more homes to look at.
Negotiate closing costs.
We negotiate a lot of things. The good news is it's a negotiation now.
Right.
It's not just a take it or leave it type of market.
Which it was. And the sellers really jumped on that. And they said, this is what I want. And if you don't pay it, 5 other people will.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened, right? So that's gone away, which is good. I think that makes the market much more healthy.
Agreed.
Cool.